What up, sports fans? I'm Paulo Camacho, and this is the Macho Sports Report, where I talk to you about the sports stories that matter to me, and hopefully matter to you. So I want to start with a story that probably made the masses of Kings fans do a spit take. When it was first reported. At the outset of their brand new regime, the Sacramento Kings, headed by new majority owner Vivek Ranadive, seemed intent on making a splash. Not only for the city, in the form of a new arena, but also in the sports world in general, in the form of an innovative image that no one could ignore. It seems they did just that today. Seriously, did this really just happen? Future Hall of Famer and historical Kings tormentor, Shaquille O'Neal, can you dig it? Okay, never doing that again. Was introduced earlier today as a minority owner of the Sacramento Kings. Apparently the deal had been discussed since early this summer after the Kings were secured by Ranadive's ownership group in May. How did this unlikely pairing come to pass, you may ask? Well, according to The Diesel, he was introduced to Ranadive through close friend and confidant Mark Mastrov, founder of 24 Hour Fitness and a partner in Ranadive's ownership group. After a bevy of discussions between the two, an agreement was reached yesterday for the Big Aristotle, or as he's now calling himself, Dr. O'Neal, to own a team as a businessman, in which he owned back in the early 2000s as a Los Angeles Laker. That one's for you, Marcus. Now, I was a diehard Kings fan when their rivalry between the Lakers was at its most bitter. And don't think I ever forgot about the shot he took, calling them the Sacramento Queens. That son of a... But that was 10 years ago, and the rivalry between the two teams has long faded over time. Granted, I don't think that stopped me, or any other Kings fan, from hating on the Lakers over the years. And the Shaq daddy was a big part of that manufactured hatred. But the big Chamberneezy was contrite in today's press conference, when the media right on cue brought up those biting comments from a decade ago. He said outright that he was sorry for the taunt, and even went as far as to say that the old Arco Arena was the toughest to play in, saying that if the Lakers could win there, they could win anywhere. So what does this mean moving forward? For starters, Manny Pacquiao, seriously running out of nicknames, wants to mentor current star center DeMarcus Cousins and lock him up to a long-term contract. He also wants to be a part of turning the Kings into a global brand, citing the reach they could have with Ranadive's influence as the first majority owner from the billion-person population of India, while putting together a contender for the foreseeable future. Will he succeed? I don't know. I don't know his track record as an owner. You know, considering he doesn't really have one. But one thing's for sure, it's gonna be interesting to see him try. As for any animosity towards the big fella, you're a king now, you big lug. I can't be mad at you. So Kings fans, what do you think? Will Shaq help turn the Kings around? And can his slights at the franchise in the early 2000s be water under the bridge? Speak out in the comment section below. This is Paulo Camacho, and you've been watching the Macho Sports Report. Peace out, sports fans!